Hey guys, it's Mr. Conk. There's this new video I want to show you guys. Really interesting. Just gonna get right into it. Also, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please subscribe as well. It helps a ton. Me making these videos. I don't know what happened the last few videos. I got like 3 views, so I don't know if I've already been shadow banned or something, but strange. Other than that, yeah, okay, let's get into it.
China's economy is on its
It's China's desperate attempt to save its economy. So watch it.
last lifeline, and the CCP will do anything, and I mean anything.
Our last
to protect
lifeline.
it.
I don't know.
Welcome to China Uncensored. I'm Chris Chappell. Well, it's official. The Chinese
I remember asking ChatGPT what it thought of it, and it gave me a percentage on China's chance, or the CCP's chance of recovering. It's like 20%. 20% chance. That's very low.
Communist Party has just taken every foreign company in China hostage.
Oh,
It's
Jesus.
a prelude to something very bad. But like someone who commissioned a bust in their likeness, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Nice statue.
First, you have to understand that China is a very poor country, and not just morally. A vast majority of the country makes less than $10,000 a year.
But they are housed and fed and everything, I'm pretty sure. They're housed, it's free. I don't know, I think. You guys let me know. That's what I think.
Even though China was once projected to surpass the US in terms of GDP, you can see the dream is now dead. And this trend is only going to get worse. China's real estate crisis blew up a third of China's GDP.
I'm guessing that's evergreen. I think it's evergreen. Something like that. I forget the name, but yeah, that went under.
That means right now, exports are the only thing keeping China's economy on life support. China has exports in spades. According to the New York Times, China's manufacturing dominance spans nearly every industry. And the CCP has an ace up its sleeve when it comes to propping up its export economy. The Chinese Communist Party subsidizes industry to keep the price of the goods they export artificially low. And it means foreign companies can't compete. This is called...
Yeah, it's almost impossible to compete with a country that pays their workers nothing. Manufactures at such an immense scale. And they'll steal, let's say you have an idea for a product or something, and then you go to China to get it started. They'll help you. But if it's a really good idea, they'll take the tech and remanufacture it in their own companies, and then sell it back at a cheaper price, cheaper than what you're selling, then just put you out of business. It's terrible. You can't even sue China. You can't even, the court systems there don't allow it. You can't litigate there. They don't allow it.
Called dump.
It's just why do a business with a country that does not respect international law? It's like literally dealing with a devil.
Which is appropriate since things made in China are such pieces of crap. They do dumping for things like solar panels, electric vehicles, and steel. Just recently, the EU was dealing with China dumping high-pressure seamless steel cylinders. The good news is that now some countries are starting to catch on to the CCP's tricks, and they want out. In the US, thanks to this guy's massive tariff...
I'm glad that they're finally catching. I've known this since 2013, 2014. I knew exactly what China was. Their plans are not good.
On China, China's export growth to the U.S. plunged to negative 26.5% in March. There's a word for growth when it's in the negatives.
Really high.
It ain't growth. The U.S. was China's biggest market, and that is evaporating. But it's not just the US. Countries around the world are trying to decouple from China. For example, the EU just doubled steel tariffs to 50% to curb a surge of cheap Chinese imports. The funny thing is, all of these economic moves away from China came after one big wake-up call. And that call
Wonder what they're up to, like the European Union, in terms of the EV situation. I haven't really followed that. If someone could let me know, I don't know.
came from China itself. You may remember last year that China threatened to cut off the world's access to rare earths. Rare earths are the lifeblood of basically all modern technology. And China has a near total monopoly on rare earth production. It seemed like a brilliant move by the CCP to weaponize trade, except that it made everyone realize how dependent they were on a hostile authoritarian regime. And so now, companies from around the world are trying to get their supply chains out of China. A recent report by the European Union Chamber of Commerce in China said there is now a recognition that China's emerging export control regime poses a long-term business risk. So China's rare earth ban backfired big time. But as all of these countries and companies move to restrict all these Chinese exports, what will China's economy have left? Streamer tourism? Surely that's not enough to fuel an economy of over 1 billion people.
No.
The thing is, China's rapid economic rise was always fueled by foreign cash. With that drying up, everything collapses. Not just the economy, but also Chinese leader Xi Jinping's military ambitions. So what's an authoritarian regime to do? Easy.
I wonder what percentage like foreign investments have dropped in China since in the last 5 years.
Impose new rules to block foreign companies from decoupling. You're a foreign business in China and you want to get out? Too bad, you can't.
But basically, I'm guessing that they're going to keep you there. You can't leave. Is that a new rule? Is that a new law? Because I know a lot of companies were leaving China. Now I guess they passed a new law preventing people from, or companies from leaving.
And if you're thinking this sounds like a hostage situation, congrats on being perceptive. Chinese Premier Li Qiang signed the new rules into effect at the beginning of April. They're framing it as regulations on
Oh, wow. So it is, yep.
industry and supply chain security. And boy, are the new rules nice and vague. That's by design. So, say you're an American company in China. The Trump administration is pressuring you to get out of China. You see the risks of being dependent on Chinese supply chains that could get cut off at the whim of the CCP. And then there's the whole slave labor issue. Yeah, working with China is so bad, we're this deep into the episode and just now mentioning all the slave labor.
Oh, Jesus.
You see the writing on the wall and decide to start getting out. But now, you can't keep it a secret from the CCP. Under the new rules, regulators can question employees and examine corporate records during investigations. But don't worry, I'm sure those investigations will be completely unbiased. Not only that, this company, ZPMC, is Chinese military state-owned contractor that's built 80% of the cranes used in U.S. ports. All of that comes with Chinese software. And according to Evan Smith, the chief executive of Altana, a supply chain mapping company, China.
So they're basically able to monitor everything that comes into the States. Supply chains and monitoring supply chain.
We can just monitor what's going on in our own ports and figure out if multinational companies are moving their supply chains. But I mean, so what? What are they going to do? Kidnap your staff? Yeah. The regulations also allow the authorities to bar companies and individuals from leaving China if they are suspected of moving supply chains elsewhere. And it wouldn't be the first time. The CCP has used exit bans a lot. They're kind of known for keeping people places against their will. Last year, China banned a Wells Fargo banker from leaving the country. And it's not just the people China kidnaps. There is already a precedent for the CCP just stealing products as well. During COVID, China, quote unquote, nationalized N95 mask makers. American companies like 3M making masks in China couldn't get them out of China. When the world needed masks,
What?
China hoarded them. This is how
Oh.
absurd it is to do business in China. Needed masks.
So fucking dirty, man. Just, oh. You gotta give us more if you want these masks, right? Ugh.
China hoarded them. This is how absurd it is to do business in China. And with these new laws, it's only going to get worse. Which is why it's really unfortunate to see, with everything going on, people like Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney talking about creating a new world order.
Oh, fuck, don't get me. Why are you bringing him into the video? Oh.
With the CCP. But I've also got plenty of criticism.
He was fucking paid to say that. Like, tell you, he does not speak on behalf of the regular Canadian. The Liberal Party is so fucking compromised. They're not even like really hiding it anymore. They're just so transparent. You can see right through what they're doing.
For people in my own country, like NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang, who keeps pushing the idea that we need to work with China.
If you're worried about them, what is the best way to create a safe world?
Oh, I know. Is it for you to sell advanced AI chips to an ad?
Make money. All he wants is money. Big market in China. He's not thinking about like the national security aspect of it, like selling chips to them and then they disassemble these chips and figure out how to make them. Steal the tech. A shocker. Why? Like, okay, it's money. Yeah.
Adversary that wants to kill us so you can make money?
Well, victimizing them, turning them into an enemy, likely isn't the best
They're already an enemy. Turning them into one is
answer.
Yes, America is turning the CCP into an enemy by just barely starting to fight back. That's like actively getting eaten by a bear trying to get away.
I wonder if he was paid by them. Is anybody that like goes to China and then speaks good of them? Like I have
Way and having a park ranger yell at you, you're only going to make them hungrier. Unfortunately, it would seem Huang has managed to convince President Trump to allow NVIDIA to sell advanced AI chips to China. Why is it so hard to decouple from a country that wants to kill us? The good news is these new laws have many companies terrified. It's going to It's going to push them to get out of China. But here's the thing, that's only going to get harder and harder to do. And that's why I've been saying for years it's important to decouple from China now, not later. Eventually, there will come a point where it will be impossible, because any country or company that's tied to the CCP will go down with the CCP. Remember, when you work with China, like commissioning a bust from a sculptor with no arms, no one gets ahead. Now, if you've been following this channel for a while, you know that I've been consistent in my predictions for more than a decade. And I'm only...
Yes. I've been watching him for like 6 years, part of the 50 Cent Army. Support this guy. Like anybody who's watching my videos, please send them a subscription. Join their 50 Cent Army. What he's doing is really, really good. Exposing them.
Able to give you this kind of insight.
Many people are too scared shitless to do that.
Thanks to those of you who are part of my 50 Cent Army. Fans of the show who support us with a subscription to ChinaUncensored.tv. And when you join me, you'll get awesome stuff like exclusive episodes, live streams, and a vibrant chat community. But you don't do it for the awesome stuff, you do it for the feels. Because your support helps us fight YouTube censorship, pay our studio bills, hire great researchers and editors, and stand up to the CCP. We need 3,000 subscribers to stay afloat. We have 1,918 so far. We're more than halfway there, so if you've been on the fence about supporting us, now's the time. Again, go to ChinaUncensored.tv, click this button or the link below. Once again, I'm Chris Chappell. Thanks for watching China Uncensored.
Also, just to be clear, I'm not like I don't hate China. I don't like their government. Their government is very, very, very bad. The culture there is beautiful. The people there are beautiful. Everything about them, it's just their government. That's basically all I'm saying. Is they have to have a change in government. Instead of the one party system, they're like locked into they're gonna be dictators for a very, very long. Feels like, especially with Xi Jinping in power. But yeah, anyway, that's all I wanted to show you guys. Again, just leave in the comments what you guys think. It helps a lot with me thinking, like brainstorming and stuff like that. So, other than that, we also subscribe, drop a like. It helps a lot. Almost forgot to say that. But yeah, other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the